गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि। ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। We will chant Aham Vrikshasya Reriva, which is this page. In the small book, 56. So 56 page, please repeat loudly. Aham Vrikshasya Reriva Kirtif Prishtam Gireriva Urdhva Pavitro Vajiniva Samrtamasmi Dravinagam Savarchasam Sumedha Amrutokshitaha इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम् अगेन अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिवा अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिवा कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. So, we had seen the ninth Anuvak, and ninth Anuvak, not complete, I think. One line is remaining. You heard about swadhyaya and pravachana being highlighted among all karma, because swadhyaya is for the removal of the ignorance of what is sadhya or sadhan. Swadhyaya, I mentioned, it is not self-study. It is studying after you have heard. So swadhyaya has shravanam also, mananam also, and your own introspection about that. So as I mentioned, swadhyaya has a connotation of that you are exposing yourself to the scriptures, to the words of the teacher, to the Shastra. Remember, yesterday I used the word Sevan. So you are doing Guru Sevan, Shastra Sevan. You are doing the Ashram Sevan. So that is called Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya, what it does, that lot of dark areas in our mind are there. When you had not read all these things, then we did not know that we don't know also. We are very confident that I know this and I know that. So Swadhyaya opens up various areas of our ignorant personality. Because what is very close to you, I always say this, can give you lot of sorrow and lot of joy. And misunderstood I, this if it is very close, it can give lot of sorrow. So Swadhyaya will remove the misunderstood I, or it will make me available for the knowledge of the self. If that is not there, then the person will be always little confused. And the result will be that about Jagat, Jeev, Ishwar, they are all very close to us, and that not clearly understood, we will not be able to, fix where I should have been, where I am. Somebody was asking, so should I serve or should I attend the pravachana? So I asked, should you have eyes or should you have legs and hands? If you have eyes, you can walk better, you can see better. So swadhyaya gives you the eye to see the world, to see karma, to see bhog, to see your own life. Understood? To see your mistakes, to see your what is the meaning of values, what is the value of values, what is the meaning of having a character, or what is the meaning of having bhakti, what is the meaning of not having bhakti, what problems are in a person if devotion is less, what problems are in a person if he is not clear, his character is not great. What is the probable difficulty in the mind that will come to him? So, many such things are there which needs lot of thinking and lot of discussion. It is not a hush-hush topic. Otherwise, you will not be able to live it because you are not very convinced about it. Here you have to get very convinced. Yesterday I was giving the word, one is knowledge, other is experience. So I am very convinced this is called a flower. A child who is learning alphabet, he may not be knowing what is this called, who is being told 1-2-year-old child. But I am very convinced that this is what it is all about. So swadhyaya makes our notions very clear about it. So in swadhyaya you will have to first of all listen a lot from a person who knows the subject. Listening is very important because listening will make you aware of what is the way of thinking, what is the procedure to move ahead. That is called the swadhyaya. Second is the pravachana aspect. So how can you sit at one place? Zach, can you sit at one place? You can sit at one place and it disturbs. So, second is the pravachana aspect. So swadhyaya opens up various knots of your mind, your heart, your understanding. There are a lot of dark areas, so you feel very much clear about it. What is detachment? People say very loosely, see, I am not detached. That means not detachment is fine for them. Well, I am very attached to my son. As if it's a very glorious thing. They don't know that the meaning of attachment is sorrow, misery, fear, foolishness. All these things are in attachment. We don't know that. You are under a loop or you are under a prison. It is just like saying, I'm in the prison. It's not a happy thing. Or it is just like saying that I am being buried under some issue. So one who has not listened properly from somebody who is competent, he will always be little lost. So from a personality, you can make it out. He has exposed himself to Guru or Shastra, or he is what is it called? Just read somewhere little in bits and bits, and he has conviction about it. He has not yet gone into the subject very deeply. He has not churned it for hours together. So this is the point of swadhyaya. So therefore, it is must, because there is a deep level of ignorance at all aspects of our personality. We don't know how to talk. We don't know how to listen. We don't know what is the meaning of being a son. We don't know what is the meaning of being a daughter. We don't know how to be a good father. We don't know how to have a good schedule. We don't know what will happen if I don't have a schedule. We don't know what is the meaning of obedience. We don't know what is the meaning of surrender. We don't know what is sex. There is such a big area of misunderstanding that it needs lot of repeated light in our mind to get out of that inner ignorance and darkness. And therefore Swadhyaya is added with Ritam, with Satyam, with Dhamma, with Shama, with Agnya, with Agnihotram, with everything. That means that is non-dispensable. That means it is daily and it is non-indispensable aspect of our sadhana should be there. Right? No? Second portion is called pravachana. Now, understand the meaning of pravachana. I'm not saying pravachana should not be done. I'm saying in pravachana, man, buddhi, chit, ahankar should be soaked first. So pravachana, before pravachana there should be, I have used the word varan yesterday, that one should be doing the pravachana only for either purifying the mind or pleasing the God or expressing the gratefulness. It is for rid nivritti, jnana yogyata prapti and Ishwar prasannata. It is the rid nivritti, number one. Then jnana yogyata prapti, jnana nishtha prapti, for getting more committed. And third is Ishwar and Guru prasannata. And it is done with Guru Agya. Remember that. And people are more fond of doing pravachana rather than swadhyaya. They don't study properly. And their man, buddhi, chitta, ahankar is not soaked as much as it should be. So if pravachana is for showing knowledge, then it will all backfire, which normally happens. Normally there is a drift. So therefore it is not everybody's cup of tea. So pravachana is for Rinivritti, Nishtha Prapti, Ishwar and Guru Prasannata. And it is prompted by what? It is prompted by Varan. I am doing for my own sake. I am not doing for anything else. Dekho, one Hari Baba was there. So earlier mics were not there. I'm talking about 50, 60 years back in Vrindavan. So he was talking on Bhagavat. He thought I'll complete whole Bhagavat in 1 year. So he was talking about Bhagavat. So somebody said, Baba, jara jor se boliye. Please speak loudly. So he said, I'm not speaking for you. I'm speaking for God. If you wish, you can come forward. You can still come forward. So, understand this point. Pravachana is a very serious affair. I'm not saying pravachana should not be done. Don't misinterpret me. I'm not saying that. Because pravachana is also with swadhyaya. Pravachana is also with swadhyaya. Be responsible when you are doing pravachana. Because you have to protect the words of the scripture. You should not be. Because pravachana you cannot do unless you are really well read and well thought of. So if you are not very much immersed into it, you will be missing the points, you will jump the points, or you will say wrongly. What shall I say? There was one Swamiji speaking. And he said, time has changed and I think Vedas should be edited. So such loose statements can create confusion. How can we edit the Vedas? Vedas are aparushi and there is nishchit shabdarashi is there. So you cannot have that portion. So pravachana is a very, very serious affair. People take lightly. Either you hear pravachana, listen, or you are able to, you can talk if you are a teacher. If your teacher has given you the permission, you can talk on subject. But generally, please see that you don't slip to knowledge exhibition or you don't slip to the ego exhibition. Because after pravachan you will get clapping and praise if you are good. And that is where the risky part is. So ego, Maya has caught everywhere. So pravachan is such very pure thing is pravachan. Because you have to really delve into the subject when you have to talk on the subject. You have to do really tapasya to understand. While listening, you can jump 1-2 words here and there. But if you are talking, you are more conscious that this is why what is the meaning of this word, what is the meaning of that word. And it is the pravachan which has maintained the tradition, not swadhyaya. Pravachan is the one which has maintained the Guru Shishya tradition. Parampara is maintained by the pravachan. Understand, no? So pravachan has held us. Because it is Shruti, you have heard it. If I say all of you please study every day, so maybe you will be loose or you may not study. But when I say there is a pravachan, more serious, we are on time, we are here listening, we have to be present there. If I say everybody study in your room, what has been, so we'll waste time. Or very few people will study properly. But pravachan, you are more intense while listening. You are more focused, intense. You are more alert. So one who does pravachan, he also has to be alert. And one who listens to pravachan, he also has to be alert. He also has to be very careful about what is he talking, what is he doing, or what words are there. So, and therefore, pravachan of Gurudev, with pravachan only this mission came up. If pravachan was not there by Gurudev, then we won't have this mission. Or supposing if, other teachers and swamis are not there, then centers won't be there. Centers are there because satsang is there. Satsang is the soul of the ashram. Social work is not the soul of the ashram. Anybody can do it because you are doing, you don't know what is the intention. What intention to keep, that pravachan will calibrate. That is a purifier. Bhagavan gave pravachan to Arjuna. Therefore his moh went away. Parikshit got pravachan from Shukdev ji. All Upanishad are pravachan pradhan, not reading pradhan. Atma vare shrotavya, natu patitavya. You cannot go and read the book. Nowhere it is written, go and read the book. I am not saying reading is not good, but that is not a primary sadhana. When you listen a lot, and one who speaks, he has to invoke the grace of God. Earlier speakers used to do lot of aradhana, because they had to invoke the grace of God first. They want, let the God speak through me. Let my heart and body become avatar kshetra. I am not talking out of me. And let Ishwar take avatar in me. He let Ishwar come and take his avatar in my mind. And from his avatar, let me talk from his angle. And therefore, this talking was a very sacred work. It's not that you have to. And who is the listener? Listener is also Ishwar. The speaker is also Ishwar. And the words are also Ishwar. So Ishwar is talking to Ishwar about Ishwar. This is the pravachan. And remember one thing. The one who does the pravachan, he is the first listener. I was very young, 19, 20 years, and I went to hear a talk from a very good Swamiji. And first line I could not forget what he said. He said, as you are a listener, I am also a listener. He was talking. He was talking and he said, as you listen, I am also listening. So that gave a insight as to what mind should be there. Gurudev used to call it that higher mind is talking to lower mind. So this is called pravachan, swadhyaya pravachan. Again it will come. And we have to have a very good schedule. You have to do the pravachana. You have to very pure and chaste life without rag, dvesh, etc. Very few are there who make their mind and heart, avatar place for Bhagwan to take avatar. Therefore, when Bharat ji spoke, I like this line, Hiye sumiri sarda suhai, manas te nij. He remembered first Saraswati. Manas te mukh pankajai. Saraswati ji, who was already there in his mind, she came on his tongue. Understood? So don't think that just it is not the transfer of knowledge from the book to my head and I have to just vomit it. That is, then you can make it out that this person is just repeating from somewhere. He is not speaking. God is not speaking through him. His Ishwaratva is not there in the talk. That tapasya is missing somewhere. That purity is missing somewhere. That blessings are missing somewhere. And therefore people are afraid of doing pravachana because they can't bring that purity sometime. You have to really go into that subject. You have to delve into that subject. You have to merge into that subject. You and subject should become one. Pravachana is a very, very powerful sadhana. If one knows that I have to talk, therefore first make myself a Vrindavan. If you talk on Bhagavan Krishna, you have to make your heart Vrindavan. Then let him come. If you talk on Ramayana, first you have to make your heart Chitrakoot and Ayodhya. If you have to talk on Vedanta, then you have to make heart Kailash and let Shivji express in that manner. And therefore earlier the saints and acharyas were worshipping the God, doing their jap a lot, so that Bhagavan can really very express. Okay, so those who are doing pravachana, it's a very, very serious matter, more serious than swadhyaya. And it needs more qualification. Doesn't mean I should not do pravachana. I should prepare myself. You will never be intense in your subject unless you have talked about it sometime. Or you have intensely heard from somebody. Either you listen very intensely, you have done, the pravachana is fine. Even if you don't do pravachana, is okay. But you have not listened intensely, and neither you have talked intensely, then subject will not have a deep impression in your heart. So that swadhyaya and pravachana word, I hope you are able to understand. See how many times swadhyaya pravachana has come. Please count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times swadhyaya pravachana has come. 11 times. 11 hai na? Or more? Huh? 13. Achha. Huh? 13. Okay, batao 13 hai. So this is there. I hope you have understood the importance. Both are very important. Lot of swadhyaya is required on every karma yoga. I mean, if I give you the topic of karma yoga, you should be able to talk only on karma yoga without seeing the book for 30 days. 30 days, not more. I'm not asking more. Then there is so much to talk and so much to think. I say, okay, I will give you a topic, say humility. How much you can think, how many thoughts you can bring out on humility. What is humility? How many types of humility are there? What are the examples of humility? How humility comes? How humility goes away? All aspect you should be able to think properly. Then that humility will go in your psyche very much. Otherwise, you will justify that, being humble people take advantage. All these lose words will come. Whom not to be humble? Where not to be humble? What kind of humility is there if the person is difficult in front of you? What are the ways when it is different situations are there? The swadhyaya opens up all these things with lot of examples, and you have to be very clear. So each aspect, a good student, he can expand the subject with lot of examples. I remember Karpatriji Maharaj was there. So they called him to speak on 15th chapter. And he was given 15 days to speak on 15th chapter. He spoke on Sri Bhagavan Vach only for 15 days. Imagine how much he had the knowledge. It was not recorded. At that time, recording was not there. Only on Sri Bhagavan Vach. Here, whole text is over very fast. I'm not saying you have to expand, but you should be so much top things are there. More you can churn the matter, more it will get internal to you. More you will be clear about it. So, is it clear now? So I will know. Now 3 rishis are coming. 3 rishis. And they asked the rishis, tell me what is the best sadhana among all. So all 3 rishis gave their opinions. What is the opinion? So one rishi came, his name was Rathitaraha. Rathitaraha. He had 2 names. Another name is Satyavacha. Satyavacha means one who always is known to speak the truth only. And then what he said? He said, best discipline is to speak the truth. Satyamichi siti satyavacharathi taraha. You saw that? So his name, Satyame vacho yasya soyam satyavacha. Either his name is Satyavacha because parents gave, or his name is Satyavacha because he was known, because why will he speak the truth? I told you many times. If you remember, Satyamev Jayate Nanratam, which Upanishad? Mundak. Mundak is there. So Satyamiti Satyavacharathi Taraha. So here, Rathi Taraha is the name. Satya means what? Bolo. Satya means that rhythm, that life of scriptures has gone into my mind, my karma, my vani. I have the guts, I have the tapasya to convert the scriptural conviction into my action, speech, etc. I don't contradict my real conviction gained by the scripture. The conviction, emotion, action, speech, all are in the same line. When you have this same line, then you exude another level of confidence, another level of fulfillment, another level of quietness, another level of energy. Conviction is something, action is something, speech is something. Then a person is, inside he loses his respect for himself. When you do the right thing, you have self-respect. Only I have not done such a work. But like Bhagwan Ram, when he was describing about Sita ji to Lakshman ji, he said, my mind can never go to some other woman. Jahi sapnehu par nari na heri, muhi prateet man ati keri. When my mind has followed me and it knows that this guy is tough, he doesn't budge and compromise, your mind respects you. He says, no, this person has not done. And then you say, I have not done such a thing in my life. Acha, yes, this can never happen from me. You live in the certainty of your good actions. When you have not done any bad action or you have not spoken something, so you can understand in future also, I will not be doing this. You know, Prahlad ji, there was Shand and Amark. They were the son of Shukracharya. They created lot of demonesses and all these and tried to kill him. They tied him. Ultimately, they were killed. So he folded his palms, Prahlad ji. And he said, when they were beating me and when they were tying me, even that time if I had no hatred in my mind, then let them be alive. इतना कॉन्फिडेंस रहता है कि they know that because I am, therefore God will support me. And they were alive. Don't do anything, don't think anything, don't speak anything, so that you are living a life where your mind will be accusing you. You are accused. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what I think, what I did. But tera man darpad कहलाए, तेरा मन दर्पण कहलाए, जग से फिर तू भाग ले बंदे, मन से भाग न पाए. You can run away from the world. क्यों भाई, कोई बोल ही नहीं रहा है. When Hanuman ji was shot by Bharat ji while he was taking the Sanjeevani booty, because he thought any demon is there going away with Ayodhya. So Hanuman ji fell down and fainted. When he fell down and fainted, at that time Bharat ji says that all these years, if I have thought of no one else other than Ram, then let this monkey become alive. Because Hanumanji said Ram while falling. Well, I am saying with confidence that I have only chanted Ram. And lo, Hanumanji was alive. ये सत्य की ताकत होती है. Your presence is very powerful. When Sita Ma, Bhagwan Ram did Leela, Agni Pariksha Leela. You know the Agni Pariksha, no? What? Huh? Huh? Loudly? Forest? Loudly, what she say? No. No, Ramji knew that there is nobody more chaster than Sita. Ramji is in all heart, he is all pervading. But he did some Leela. He only fought for Sita ji only. For so much he cried for 10 months. Then when Sita ji was brought on the palanquin to meet, So she was very excited, I'll see Ram after so many days, full of emotions. And there, Ramji's face became hard. Very rarely Ramji's face is hard in Ramayana. He is not talking to anybody like this, like sometimes you all do. So there, Lakshmanji got worried, Hanumanji got worried. The Leela hai. And then he says, Sita, I'm telling you very short, time is not there. 10 months you were not with him. Living somewhere else, do you think I'll accept you? Very harsh words Bhagwan Ram said. Don't forget, please, he's Bhagwan. He knows everything. He's pervading every heart. Many more things he said. Sita ji said, okay, prepare a fire. And she folded her palms. Lakshmanji prepared the fire. Folded her palms and said that all these months, once also I have not left your thought. Continuous I and Ram are one for me. Never I have thought from anybody. And all around flames were there. And people thought Sitaji got burnt. But flame became cold like sandalwood. So when they saw somebody is coming out of the flame, in between, all devatas said, oh, what happened? Sitaji got burnt. Not a hair was burnt of Sitaji. And from the same flames, one big devata came. He came out, very big devata, burning eyes, etc. Golden hue. He was Agni Deva. And he held Sitaji like this and went to Ramji straight away. And he scolded him. He said, Sita is purer than any person in this whole world. In all 3 worlds, if will be another name of purity, she has followed Satyam in her life. In her speech, in her bhav, in her conviction, there has been never been any diversion. You ought not to say like that. Please accept it. Accept her. डांट दिया उन्होंने कि भगवान राम को डांटा नहीं है रामायण. If somebody has scolded, is Agnideva. You should not have said like that. I am commanding you. Then Bhagwan Ram said, I wanted to show this to the whole world, taking a blame upon me. That what is Satyam and what is Nishtha? What is purity? When you are pure, you are powerful. When you will sit alone in your life sometimes, you will have a consolation. I had not done anything wrong. I have not cheated anybody. I have not taken a loan and not paid. I have not thought hating anybody. I had no bad relation, illicit relation with anybody. खुशी के साथ मरोगे आप. You will die you will have a prize death. हमसे कोई परेशान नहीं था कभी. Nobody was troubled because of my nature or me. I was not a source of irritation for somebody. This is Satyam. I was an asset. Wherever I went, everybody was happy. I didn't say any bad words to somebody. I didn't take away somebody's right. It is not that I took and did not give. What I took, then I gave it also. So, Rathi Taraha Satya Vacha, he said Satyam is the highest value among all what the list you have given. 3 rishis were there, 2 were in line, more I have to say. Then second came Chinmaya. So if your actions or if your speech is not as per your antaryami's voice, there is antaryami. When you do sadhana, inner God starts opening up. Meaning you get very close to somebody, then that person starts opening up. So when you do sadhana, you come close to God and he starts opening up. This is wrong, this is right, you should speak here, you should be like that, you should not be angry, you should be getting up in the morning. If you have followed your antaryami and not snubbed in and crushed, repeatedly you crush, you will be a sad or angry person. Every angry person is nothing, but he has made Ishwar angry. Angry Ishwar in the self comes as angry person. He has crushed his voice and therefore he is angry person. Anger is a sign that somewhere inside God was suppressed. He didn't follow. Therefore, if you don't do your own regular sadhana, you will be irritated person. Supposing you have to do something and whole day you are not able to do, 1 day, 2 day. So slowly an anger will well up in your heart, and that somebody will say, listen, I have one work. I don't want to do anything. Because already you are irritated on some issue. Already you are interested. You are not able to do your own Sastnam chanting and all these things or puja. And he is asking me another work, foolish person. Because of you only I could not do anything. I can't do. Please wait. Because you have not fulfilled your heart's God. And if you have done everything very well, then you are a bigger shock absorber of your life. Because Ishwar has blossomed in your heart. The blossomed Ishwar. Well, I completed it. Therefore, tapasvi will always be more happier. Because you don't do archana outside, you do archana inside. Satyam. Next word. So and what makes a person abide in Satyam is his power to take pains, especially emotional pain. Pain of not expressing your ego. Pain of, because attachment is a pain. Hatred is a pain. Ego is a pain. Well, what pain is this? Ego is a pain of not being recognized as bigger. Attachment is a pain of not being able to live without certain achievement or a person. Hatred is a pain of not being able to live with somebody. Irsha is a pain of somebody going ahead of me. Attachment or ego is a pain of being neglected. All negative emotions are a pain somewhere. Calm is a pain. Unless I express my lust passion, I'm not happy. It's a pain. And if you have dissolved that pain through your tapasya, sadhana, austerity means you have chosen a higher pain to get out of lower pain. Satyam. The one who cannot take the pain, higher pain, he cannot get out of lower pain. I want to see television. My weakness is television. That means if there is no television, you are in pain. I can't live without wine or cigarette. There's pain. Then I say, if I have one cigarette, I will not take food for 2 days. Now you took a higher pain to get out of the lower pain. Ahankar is a pain. I will wash. There was a Kokil Sai was there in Vrindavan. If anybody was Ahankar, he used to make him clean all the washrooms. So ashram washrooms he had to clean. So pain. Satyam. Then Satyam is there. Then you walk tall. Somebody asked Gurudev, while writing your letters, we don't see cancellation. There was no delete option. No computer that you can delete or you can, again write. It was simple writing. And he had a flowing handwriting. Cursory, what you saw. Cursory handwritings are there. Cursory is taught in the schools. No more. Acha. So, cursory handwriting Gurudev had. That is a sign of matured handwriting. Otherwise, you write every letter separately. Cursory handwriting. If you see Gurudev's handwriting, that means pen is not stopping. So somebody asked Gurudev, how can you not cancel or cross? He said, because I don't cancel my own thoughts. My good thoughts are not cancelled. Satyam. It is not how much you read. It is more important is what you are, what you stand for, what for you have gone through, which pain you have taken in your life. When you see a sannyasi, you say namaste. You may not know because you say he has gone over the pain of being separated from his parents or from the money. He has conquered that pain. Somebody is attached because he cannot conquer that pain. You are hating somebody because you cannot get over the pain of the person being with you. That pain you cannot take. Therefore, you hated nature. So Rathi Tara Satyavacha said that Satyam is biggest. Then other Rishi came. His name was Taponishta, Taponitya, Paurushishti. He was the son of Purushishti. So he said, Bhai dekho, baat aisi hai, it is not Satyam, but Tapa is the highest value. Tapaha iti ev kartavyam tapo nitya. Underline that. Which page is that? I don't know. In your book. Tapaha ev kartavyam. 51? 55. Which line you can tell all? Fifth line from the top. Don't underline something else. So, tapa iti. Somebody brought another book one day. And how to hide. So, even when I said underline something from other book also. So, tapa iti, tapa kartavyam. He said, biggest thing is tap. And I already said just now that both are not contradictory, both are complementary. Because without tap, you cannot follow the satyam. Just now I said, you take a higher pain to get out of lower pain. Just now I mentioned this point. And after taking a higher pain for a long time, it becomes your nature. It doesn't appear a pain. It appears your own. Like initially if you are not driving may be painful because you don't know how to take a U-turn, you don't know how to park. But when you have already gone through it, the driving is no longer painful. It's a luxury, it's a joy to drive. That is called tapaha. Second, tapaha Tapo nitya paurushishta. Second point is there. This is which Rishi? Which Rishi said? Huh? See the book, don't see me. Which Rishi said? Tapo nitya. He had two names. Another name is Paurushishti. He is the son of Purushisht. Every negativity tells that this person has not gone through a certain austerity, or amount of austerity is lesser than amount of negativity. He needs more austerity in this area. You are weak in Sanskrit because you are not studied much more that is required. More is required. You spend half an hour, 1 hour, but 3 hours was required. क्यों भाई सुमन जी बोल नहीं रही कुछ ठीक कह रहे हैं हाँ हाफ हाँ लेकिन खुद पढ़ना पड़ेगा खुद 1 hour we have to study more and do practice from our side, lot of practice. If I have attachment, it tells us I have not thought a lot about negativity of attachment. I have not got attached to God too much. He has not done more job. If he had done, say supposing 20 mala, 50 mala, he could have crossed this. He does only for 1 hour. If he had done 2-3 hours, he would have conquered this problem. But he did lesser than his negative. Negativity was this one, sadhana was this one. He need more sadhana was required. Tapa, that pain he could not go through. Higher pain enables you to cross over lower pain. You don't feel lower pain when you have a higher pain. Supposing your headache is there. God forbid, why should you have headache? Or you have a stomach ache, or you have the ache in your leg. And you know that Swamiji has lot of headache. So in that headache, your personal headache will go away. I hope so. Then you will forget that my headache is very small. At least his headache should not be there. No lower pain goes unless you have a higher pain. Remember one point. Choosing the higher pain to get out of that instinctive life. You choose an inspirational life to get over instinctive life. That is tapa. I have chosen something. हमने इसको चुना है. Nobody told me, but I have chosen it. If you remember, I gave you the example. Like this, it was raining. This is nothing. In India, it rains a lot. So when it was raining, so one king was just passing on his chariot. He saw one saint was there. From a distance, he saw somebody is under the tree. He saw, oh my God, he's getting wet. The saint was there. He had 3 stones. One on the waist, another was on the back, third was on the head. Because it was flooded. So he said, if I lie down, he was lying down on that. I will be on the water. At least water was not on him. So that king became very sad. He said, sorry, in my kingdom, saint like you is, doing so much of austerity just because come. He said, no, I'm fine. He said, no, please come. So he insisted. Who? King insisted. He said, take the 3 stones also. So he took away 3 stones also. He gave nice palatial room and everything. So he was very happy. King that I brought him, I am giving him luxury. At least he's out of the rain. So in the night, he tried to peep in the room. Room was open to see is he sleeping well or not. So he saw on the bed he has put 3 stones. And he is lying on the bed on the 3 stones. So next morning, king asked, what is this? I brought you that so you don't have a problem that hard stone will touch your body. He said, King, tomorrow you'll go away. Again, I have to live like that. So I have chosen something so that my pains are not there. My body is alert. I don't oversleep. If I sleep very luxuriously, then I'll oversleep. So let there be some pain while sleeping so that I don't oversleep. So that I can get up and take Lord's name. ऐसे ऐसे लोग होते थे. Shodi Baba, when he was doing sadhana, you know how he used to sleep? Never used to sleep. He used to put both his feet like this and do like this and do like this. ऐसे सो जाते थे. You have to choose something bigger. William, you know, my anger is not going. After every time you are angry, did you fast? Did you take Lord's name? Did you chant 100 malas for 3 hours? Sit at one posture and sit. Well, I will die. Better you die for ideal rather than living with a defeated mind. It's better at least you will die. You will have a consolation, I died for something bigger. Did you chant Lord's name as a repentance, as saying sorry? Don't say dry sorry. Say sorry with some bhav to the Lord. That I will do 3 hours continuously, I will do. Continuously I will chant Lord's name. Can I go to washroom? No. Therefore, they are not eating and drinking, so that they can have long hours of sitting. Tapaiti paurushishti. Then slowly you shine. The whole Chinmaya mission. You know who's the basis of Chinmaya mission? Tapon Maharaj's Tap and Swami Shivanandaji's Tap. Anywhere when Tap is not there, any institution, foundation, if Tap is not there, it will crumble down. It will crumble down. Because you don't know, a small whiff will come and it will take him away. To stay in the ashram also, to stay as a brahmachari also, you have to have tap. Then only, otherwise one whiff will come, I don't like, I am leaving it. I don't like this person, I cannot live here. I am going. Now, hurry, namaste. You can't withstand that. Or I like him very not, we cannot live here. We'll live together. But we cannot live here, we'll go live outside. You cannot live. Any big thing. Tap adhar sab srishti bhavani. So I have tap. Tapa. Tapo nitya paurushishti is said like that. ऐसे आराम से न जप है. क्या कष्ट सहा? What pain you went through today or yesterday? What physical, emotional, intellectual, ego? I told all this pain. Which pain you went through? Physical pain you had? Any physical pain that you skipped something or you sit straight? Well, sitting straight, I'll die. Who will do the tapasya if I die? A good teacher will have austerity. A good student will have austerity. A good father will have austerity. इसलिए आप तपस्या करो. कौन ऋषि थे? पुरुषिष्टि son is there. Paurushishti. Then third Rishi case. Swadhyaya pravachane eveti nako maudgalya. So third Rishi, his name was Mudgal. Mudgal Sapatyam. He is the son of Mudgal, he is called Maudgalya. And his another name was Nakaha. Nakaha is the name given by parents. इसने कि उसके नाक पे मुदगल गिर गया, ये नहीं मतलब था. नाको मौदगल्य, not that on his nose something has fallen, मुदगल पड़ गया. नाको मौदगल्य, this is not the meaning. Such great students are there. They should be thrown in the Ganges. बोले इनके नाक पे मुदगल गिर गया। नो नो, इनका नाम था नाक। बोले इनके पेरेंट्स अजीब थे, ये नाम दिया इनका नाक। व्हाट दिस रीजन बिहाइंड इट, लीव इट। बोले ही सेड व्हाट इज हाईएस्ट वर्च्यू? स्वाध्याय एंड प्रवचन। Why swadhyaya pravachan? He said, if you do swadhyaya pravachan, all values will come to you. All are right. Don't think that somebody is wrong. This is the greatest thing, because of swadhyaya pravachan, you will be established in ritam satyam, because swadhyaya will keep on telling the things in various manner every day. So you have a life, you will have lot of guilt of not doing something right after pravachan. Pravachan is a very strong guilt creator. You will feel all is being talked for me actually. I am the target today. Every day only I am the target. All negativities are in me. I am the one. I think everything was telling for me. I am not a good person actually. I am a very bad person. But this birth I can't improve. I need at least 1-2 births to be okay. So Swadhyaya Pravachan, he lived a life in which there is a direction. He lives a life that constantly something is giving you direction, inspiration, enthusiasm, devotion. Something is constantly giving you direction, inspiration, devotion, dispassion, dedication. These 5 shans are there. Direction is given to tell dharma. Devotion is given to tell that what is your relation with God. Dispassion is given to tell that world is not big. Dedication is given so that you are committed. So everything is being regularly given a dose. Somebody gets a scolding, we say he got a good dose today. अच्छा dose मिला आज. Dose generally used for medication actually. Dose word is for medication, that my dose is once or twice. There's something to heal you and give you health. It's called a dose. So here also we get a good dose. So swadhyaya, pravachana. Acha, he's what he says, tadhi tapah. That alone is tapasya. Who's saying? Naku modgalya. He's saying to others, all the rishis, only if this is there, automatically tapasya will come. This is the mother of all sadhanas, which is very right. Very right. Naka modgalya said, tadhi tapaha. Twice he has said for adarartham. Bhaskar writes, punargrahanam adarartham. This is for reverence, and also say this subject is over. This also is said that this subject, this anuvak is over. So tadhi tapaha. This austerity is there. So have these 3 things and make your life. I thought I'll come to the 10th and anuvak, but all time went in this. This completes this beautiful anuvak, which has to be imbibed in your life. I hope you will benefit from it. This is being served in the platter. We have to at least keep on thinking. I told you many times, one person went to Akhandanandji. He said, I have taken sannyas. Question answer was there in a chit form. He said, but after taking sannyas, I realized that I should not have taken. I'm not fit. And many times it happens. Now what to do? So he said, if you have taken the cloth, don't leave it, because people will be getting a shock, and you also will be broken from inside. But if you have taken, don't leave it, and now go to some saint where you have some faith. Don't do any sadhana. Just keep on listening to satsang every day. Every day you will get qualified. Don't keep on saying, I'm not qualified, not qualified. You can increase your qualification. You are not qualified to drive car. One day you get qualified. When you are not qualified, you are not fit for reading Sanskrit. Now you read also and you teach also. Mati, etc. One day you are not qualified to know the Ved. Now you are qualified. Chanting is there. You are qualified to chant. When I was chanting, you are thinking. Now yesterday you were chanting loudly. You are also chanting very well. Vishnu says now, were you chanting from the birth? Not at all. You increase your qualification or not? Don't say I'm not qualified, not qualified. You have to get qualified. You work for it. Burn your midnight oil. Do something. Read again. Keep on chanting, keep on reading, keep on chanting, keep on reading, keep on doing job. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 10 year, you will shine like anything. You will become a star. Oh, thank you. We will see more tomorrow. Don't discourage yourself. You can get over negativity. Uddhared atmana atmanam na atmanam avasadet. Hari Om, we will see tomorrow. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om.